Hey, good morning everybody, it's Mike, and thanks for jumping on with me this morning. This is Go Out and List Month, right? Where it's all about listings this month, increasing our listing inventory and the different actions and strategies that we need to do to make that happen. So today I'm wrapping up our conversation on FSBOs from this week, for sale by owners. And I want to leave you with a few guiding principles to help you when working with for sale by owners. Okay, so here we go. Number one, it's important that our mindset get wrapped around this concept that it's the persistency of your consistency that's going to make all the difference. It's not the big thing you do. It's not the calls that you might make today. It's the calls that you're going to make, the efforts, the actions that you're going to do every day, 5 days a week, over a long period of time, right? So the persistency of your consistency, critical factor, your daily actions combined with a robust follow-up campaign will allow you to be successful with for sale by owners. If you think you're going to call today to set listing appointments and then go over and list your home, that's probably not going to happen. Your expectations are out of line. They're not crazy, we're crazy. It's just the first call. You're just a voice on the telephone. They don't know you, and you're asking them to change their mind about the actions that they want to take and to trust a voice on the telephone with their largest, most personal investment. And it sounds a little crazy, doesn't it? It's not going to happen. Well, it'll happen just enough to make you wish that it would happen all the time. But it's not why we're reaching out today. We're starting the process. For sale by owners are dating. You're not going to get married after the first date, right? Say yes, that's correct. You're not. That would be crazy talk. You would run away from somebody who on the first date said, "Oh, I think you're so cute and nice, and what would you like to name our 4 children?" You would want to get the hell out of there, because it's not that might happen one day, but maybe not on the first date. It's not appropriate. For sale by owners are the same way. It's a campaign. So remember that. It's the persistency of your consistency. It's the daily actions and robust follow-up that you're going to implement. Number 2, look, you're not going to like it, but there is going to be roughly an 80% no answer rate to your phone calls. You're going to make calls today, and 8 out of 10 are not going to answer. Think about how crazy that is. They're trying to sell a house themselves. 94% of the time, they will not be able to sell it themselves. Even in today's market, they're not going to be able to. And, well, why? Well, they don't answer their damn telephone. So you're going to run into this, an 80% no answer rate. And I'm going to contend, here's how I want your mindset to adapt. That's good news. That's awesome. If they're not answering your call, they're not answering anybody else's either. Adopt that mindset. Now, what else could you do? What else could you do? If they're not answering phone calls, then that means I contend almost 100% of the agents will try to call them another time or two, and then they'll just give up. And there's your opportunity. So my next tip is have your strong voicemail message for this 80%. And when I say a strong voicemail message, I don't mean something like, "Hi, this is Mike at well, let me do it how everybody else does it. "Hi, this is Mike Prewett at Century 21 Connect Realty, and I hope you're having a great day. And if you would," oh my God, that's just horrible. They've already deleted your message before you even get to that point. Okay? A strong voicemail message would give the seller a compelling reason to return your call. A compelling reason. If you're not sure how to develop that, then maybe attend our 9 o'clock practice sessions. urging you to do that, where we dive into this in more detail. But if you're going to get an 80% no answer rate, maybe it's a good idea that you have a strong voicemail message that would make people want to call you back. And then you could use that for the rest of your career. Does that make sense? Okay. My next tip, hey, when you're making these calls to people, don't be salesy. Hey, if you felt like you could make more money in less time by listing your house with me today, would you be prepared to make that decision? I mean, really, when people speak to you like that, do you like it? Do you feel more connected to them? Do you want to spend more time with them? Or do you just want to hang up the phone? Right. Don't be salesy. Don't be manipulative. Don't try to trick them into do something. Don't try to get them to do what they don't want to do. Don't use rhetorical questions designed to corner them and put them in a bind where there's only really one logical answer, but they don't believe it. Don't do that. Hey, here's a crazy concept. Just be yourself. Hey, this is Mike over at Century 21. Just a quick call to see when you're going to be interviewing agents for the job of selling your house. Oh, you're not? Okay, well, other than the obvious, saving money, was there any other reason why you weren't going to hire an agent? Okay, great. It's just about saving money. Gotcha. Hey, when you do sell the house, where will you go next? When would you like to be there? What would happen if for some reason this house doesn't sell in the next 3 or 4 months? At some point, would you consider hiring an agent? Well, Mike, aren't you supposed to ask them for a listing appointment? No. Why? It's not appropriate right now. It isn't why I called. Well, then why are you calling? See, I'm having this whole debate with myself. I'm having fun. I hope you are. Well, then why are you calling? It's the start of a campaign. It's the first date. We're not getting married on the first date. That's crazy talk. This is just the start. So don't be salesy. Just be yourself. Keep it tight. Keep it short. And just talk to people. Just be you. My last tip for you this morning may be the most important one. It's what shuts you down. And that's to get your ego under control. What do I mean by that? I mean, the reason why you won't pick up that phone today, the reason why you're not picking up the phone today is only one reason. I don't know whether you're willing to hear this or not and to accept it, but it's your ego. And your ego, yes, you're arrogant. Yeah. Well, Mike, I don't think I'm arrogant. What do you mean? Because I don't want to call for sale by owners, I'm arrogant? Yes, you are. You make everything all about you and about how you feel today. And these people need help. They don't really understand the process. They don't understand the fallacies of trying to sell the home themselves. And you're not going to call them today because all you can think about is how you feel. You make everything about you. A friend of mine has a little saying which I want to share with everybody today, and that's, hey, build a bridge and get over yourself. Stop translating everything on this planet back into how it makes you feel and impacts you. You're hopelessly narcissistic, self-centered, and arrogant. And that is what's keeping you from taking action today. Didn't think about it like that. You just thought, well, I don't like it. Well, who cares whether you like it or not? Everybody in their career only does things they like and enjoy. God, you sound like an adolescent. No. We have to take actions. And by the way, if you weren't so focused on yourself, you wouldn't take things so personally that aren't personal at all. Here's what I want to leave you with. I want you to come join us. We got a 9 o'clock practice session every morning, Monday through Thursday, and we dive into this in more detail with more specific language and strategies. Make the effort to come so that you can get better every day, and that's how we go out and we make it happen for ourselves.